Hey guys, I came on a little early and I don't plan to be on too long. I see two people. Let me see if I can. Let me see how I get my comments. Hey, your choice, Towing. Lynn Smith, Pretty Brown Eyes. Shan. Yeah, what's going on tonight? I promise you, this weather is crazy. I wanted to talk about something different. A friend of mine had wanted me to do a subject like um she had been saying, why don't you do this, why don't you do a subject on why wives are or main chicks, how main chicks are becoming the side chicks or something like that. And I was like, okay. I had not done it yet, but I decided to do a topic tonight on, it's open topic really, but I wanted to talk about like why dating is so hard. But we talk about everything, but why dating is so hard. But we could talk about everything though. It's open topic. And I'm talking about like especially for women. Like I admire people that what are you doing? Like I admire people that have been like married for forever. Like you don't even get when I see people and they go, we've been married for like 20 years, 30 years. I go, wow. Like 10 years is a long time now, but when cuz it's like people get married and then they divorce. Like they divorce. I don't know if people aren't taking marriage as seriously anymore. And then for some reason people feel like when couples have been like together for that many years, they're miserable and unhappy. Maybe some of them are, but for the most part, I don't think everybody is. Hey, Joy Loves God, Ramona, Tam 8. Your choice Soren says dating is hard because everybody full of shit. That's true. That's true. It do seem like everybody is full of shit. I promise you. Hey, Sierra, for the well, I'm scared to say for the last few years, but I guess it's been for all the years. I don't know. I dated some good guys. I dated a few good guys. But you know what? Just because they're good guys, it don't mean that you're supposed to be with them. But it just seems like it is. Like it's really hard for me. I don't know. I'm getting to a point. I don't even want to talk about it. Shout out to Alabama. Listen, I asked my mom. I said just from like the outside looking in, um, w- like all of my sisters are married, and it's not like I'm just dying to get married. I mean, I'm okay. I really am. I'm okay. But my mom was like, "Well, I think and she just said this just like this morning. She's like, I think the issue with you is people don't really y- like you be so focused that you people don't ever know what they're gonna get from you. One minute you show interest, the next minute you don't, and I just don't think that that's true." Wow. She said Tamil A said she's been married for 22 years. That's a long time. Like I have a few friends and I have family members and stuff that have been married. Hey, Cypress, they've been married for years, right? Hey, Detroit Go Getter. And then what they'll do is they'll cheat. They'll go and cheat. Like I wouldn't get married just so I could cheat. Now, I told y'all about that time that I cheated, but that was like 20 years ago. I mean, you talking about cheating one time 20 years ago. The guys that I've dated down through the years, we had real long relationships. I am too. People wouldn't believe it. I'm very shy, reserved, and introverted. I spend a lot of time by myself because I'm always trying to create something. I'm creative. Like I like to write and stuff. I like to write. I like to create stuff. And I get to thinking about like when I have people to come in and do work for me, especially like video work. I always have somebody, some experts or something to come in and show me how to do something. It never fails like with the video, like it has to happen at the right time. Like when we're doing something, we're playing music, like something I have an idea in my mind. It's weird. But I love it though. But I'm very shy and reserved. Like people that grew up with me, they go, "We can't even believe that you do what you do because all you ever did was whenever I would go out with him, I sit in a corner. I didn't mingle with people. Married people cheat the most. Some people, yeah, because I had a lot of married men to try to holler at me, and that's another thing. I think that's an insult for married men to be trying to holler at single women. And you got a lot of women that do that. They carry on relationships with married men, and then they'll go, "My married man suspected I'm cheating on him." Girl, he got a whole wife at home. What you talking about? He suspects that you're cheating on him. You can't cheat on a man that's married. Tambora says, "So what do you mean it's my voice?" Tambora, what do you mean, my voice? Some are going for imitation reality star chicks and BBL chicks, not the real. That's true. I think I think I don't mean no harm, but these whores are flat foot winning. These men writing out all kinds of chicks. I was listening to a transgender man brag about how women are getting paid $40 and the same men Okay, y'all, I'm back. Um, hey, Mister. She said she got married at 22. I think if I had gotten married at 22, I would still be married. I think I would still be married if I got married at 22. The Transformer community did not want her spilling their tea. Hey, you people, can y'all get the likes up for? Can y'all hit the like button for me? I don't know, and you know what? I even feel weird talking about relationships. I hate the man versus woman talk. Where the solutions at? We just point fingers back and forth. Well, that's true. We do. We point fingers back and forth. Um, I don't know what the solution is. I don't know. It seems to be a disconnect though, but I don't know what the solution is other than um a lot of men, lie and cheat. That's the solution is not to do that. They talk about us women, we fuss and stuff all the time, but men like to lie and cheat. And I think my tolerance level is I don't have a tolerance level for it. He said women do the same thing. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know. Listen, there are women that I know that are have been extremely dedicated to the men that they were with, and their men messed over them. And I listen. Y'all said we got to have a conversation. We got to have it. Men have to take accountability for what they do. They want women. They want to cheat, and then they want women to accept that. If women say it makes me feel a certain, first of all, women feel this way because I'm like that. Move. If you love me, you're not gonna cheat on me. Period. If I say it makes me feel a certain way, then you gotta love me enough to respect how I feel. So, just like in my last relationship, right? I thought that, I really thought that it would be, go far. But then he turned out to be a man whore. Okay, and so he already knew, just like the other ones that I was with, if I find out that you cheated on me, it's over. So you go and you cheat on me, so it makes me feel like that you never cared anything about me. You never cared anything about me. You just waste my time. You just wanted to play with me. Were you trying to sample? Did you just want to sample my goods or something? Until you got tired, or you just playing with me? Because if I tell you this is going to end what we have, and you go and do it, that means you don't value what we have. That's the only thing that my mind can conceive. You don't value what we have if you go do the very thing that's going to destroy what we have. Miss Tam, the world is lost. I'm a good man, raised in a two-parent home, but I can't find a woman that is as loyal. And that's how Mister. That's how I am. Very loyal. I am. I'm very loyal. Now, you know, um, I am. I'm very loyal. Lord knows I am. Have I thought about, when I found out about some disloyal stuff, Did I think about I need to get my lick back? I thought about it, but I didn't do it. I was like, no, you know what? I'm not getting ready to be whoring myself out to try and get my lick back on somebody. I'm just gonna end the relationship, and that's what I did. Hey, Kimberly. Ronald says nice guys come last. That's not true. That's not true. Nice guys don't come last. I think nice guys really they won't admit it, but nice guys like whores. I got a friend. We've been friends forever. And we laugh about this now. I asked him, I was like, why you not married? You got a lot going for yourself. Got a whole, make a whole lot of money. He ranks up real high in the police department. Real nice guy. Real nice guy. That's why I could tell y'all that all police officers are not the same. And he said, well, I've been engaged. I had been engaged a couple times. Stop. Okay. And so he says with the last one, he was like, I was dating two girls. Okay. He was like, one was a good girl, the other one was a freak. And he says, so what I decided to do was I let the good girl go. And I said, well, why you do that? He said, I think about now I let her go because the other girl was easy. He said, but I like the other girl. I got engaged to her. And it was the worst mistake I ever made. I said, why is that? And he said, because, the one that was a freak, she ended up being a drunk and everything else right. He was like one of the worst mistakes I ever made in my life. The other girl went on with her life and got her somebody else. And I think that's what happens. Like, if you ain't standing all on top of your head and eating, licking booty holes and stuff, men will mess over you for women that do that. You gotta been in a porn movie so that they could sit in the middle of the bed with their damn legs in Indian style, looking at you screw other men. Some men it turns them on. Oh yeah, I want to marry her. Look at all the men helping her. Don't get me started. Do not get me started, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had a guy that I thought we were gonna be together. I thought that we was there, and he messed over me for a porn star. Um, and I hate him for it. I can't forgive him. We have mutual friends, and they called me for a long time. Can't you just forgive him? I said I hate him. Now I can't forgive him. I wouldn't care if he died. And I've gotten past that now, but it's just the idea. I had started planning my life around him. I was like, okay, well, because I normally I'm like, okay, well, this is what I got going on, and they know I got this going on. They know I got this going on. So listen, I'm not getting ready to do this, and that. But I started compromising a lot for him. I was like, okay, he don't like me doing this. I started to compromise. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some time management on this. He had a lot of insecurities. So I was like, well, now everybody already knows that I interview. I've always interviewed people. He didn't want me interviewing other rappers. He didn't I compromised all that. I was like, because I was going for my TV show. I was like, well, I'm gonna start interviewing like rappers around the city and stuff like that. And I'm talking about when he and I were dating. And he's like, well, I don't want you, hey, you could do it, but I don't think that's a good idea because I know how they are. I just don't I was like, well, okay, well, I won't do that then. Just trying to compromise because I always felt like, okay, I'm too hard. Okay, I'm too hard. I don't compromise. I do whatever it is that I want to do. And I had said I was going to do it differently. And I did do it differently. And that's the reason why I say I can't do it different no more. I think men only cheat because he is not getting loved, right? That's not true. That's not true. One good woman is plenty, 100%. No time for BS and floaty shit. Nikki, you might got effed up. I'm a man, strong black man. You could even wear my dirty socks, Chomp. Cypress, we need you at Lust Demon. You can't get right. Cypress trying to get to Memphis right now so he can get sprung. That's all he gonna do is get sprung. Yep, that's all that's gonna happen. I don't know. I think it's just hard. It's hard to date, especially when I don't know. I think everybody is just kind of scared to to date. People be saying it's a shortage of men. It ain't really no shortage of men. I think a lot of men scared to date too. It's safer. Men won't agree with me, but I think it's safer for a lot of times. Some men it's safer for them to to just mess around with somebody that they know that they're not going to be with, because then they feel like, I think that it's no emotional attachment. Men are so scared of emotional attachments. We don't date. We get to the point. Oh Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. Mister, you were talking sex changes, pressure. That could be true, but people need to heal their damage. That's true. People need to heal their damage, and then to what I experienced was, men, you know, they be damaged, and then that's their excuse to do whatever it is that they do. So I'm damaged. I don't have time for no damn damaged man. Period. I'm not a fixer upper shop. What you doing, Riley? Yep, I'm not a fixer upper shop. Cypress said he damaged. Oh Lord. Tambora, what you said my voice. What was you saying about my voice? What did you say about my voice? Because you never did respond. You intimidated a lot of insecure men. Probably. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I would. A Cypress V going undamage you. Yeah, Vanessa gonna undamage him. They call her the godmother. Oh Lord have mercy, the godmother. Do I think that I'm damaged? I don't think that I'm damaged. I think I probably got some issues, you know. I think I be sitting waiting. I don't and maybe I don't know. I do. I be sitting waiting. In my mind I be going, okay, I wonder what's the first, what he gonna do. Hey Ben, I hope so. We just got done. Oh, y'all been talking. Nicolay says Tam just need a good solid man. Um yeah, we all have issues. I don't even like to call. Like I would never call anybody like I would never call a man like damaged goods or anything like that because I don't like to speak words out about somebody. I wouldn't consider a man that has had issues damaged goods. Or just consider him a person with issues. Oh, he said he captivates them. Um, Mr. Sam, I respect how you came on Double Tap Live and rep yourself. Thank you, Mister. Um, Ronald says, I'm a shipyard painter. I make good money, but I live a simple life, no 20K chains around my neck. Right. I don't, you know what? And this is just me, and I don't mean no harm, like, um, for those people that do it. So I wish that nobody would take it personal. But I think wearing all of that stuff is country. I like a simple life. I like simplicity. You know, the only thing that I probably one of my vices is, and I do this for myself. I have to have my toes done, and I love stiletto heels. Other than that, like I mean, there are like other little small things I like. I like to learn new little recipes and stuff and to garden and stuff. Like other than that, my life is simple. Other than working, my work life and what I do is so different from like my personal life because it could be hectic when I sit by myself a lot because I have to recuperate a lot. But the life that I live in my job, what I do for a living is very it's very different. Oh my God, your choice soy says I have a keeper, but I'm not attracted to her. So if you're not attracted to her, why are you with her? And that's what I'm talking about. Like if you don't want to be with someone, you know, just set them free. Yeah, we do. We all have vices. Hmm. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me because I've let her go if she's not right. You have to. I think in order to create good karma, you have to set people free. And one thing that I've learned about men is, and it could be, and I'm just talking about in general, the reasons quite a few men have a like they don't have like they have issues that a lot of times they have bad luck. It's because they'll know that they have a good woman. They don't really want to be with her. So, but they won't set her free. If you know you don't want to be with that woman, set her free and let somebody be with her that wants to be with her. I have told her that even to the point where I tell her to go get sick somewhere else. So if you told her, like, are you all living together? Do y'all live together? Have you stopped answering the phone and said I'm going on with my life? You know what? I had an ex-boyfriend, and believe it or not, he's such a good guy. He really is. Like, he was my boyfriend when we was 19. When I was 19, he's a little older than me. I was like, that's weird, cause like he was just always a good guy. Um, he didn't believe in premarital sex, none of that, child, at that time. And like even now, he found me, and it's weird. Like, after all these years, you know, he's he still say he feel the same. It's just weird because that's been over 20 years ago. But he's a very nice guy. But I mean, he's handsome and all, but he's not the person for me because he's not strong enough for me mentally. He's not strong enough. He's tall and handsome and good looking, but mentally, he's not strong enough for me. And I'm not gonna waste his time because I know how I am. He's not mentally. He's not strong enough. I'm on the go, and so I have a goal, and I'm building something, and I cannot stop and try and build blocks for somebody else. I need somebody to be on one accord with me to help me to do what I'm doing because like I said, I got a vision and it's on the go. And so I already know what that's gonna be like. I can't be in remedial training with nobody, you know, whiny and stuff. I can't have me and spoiler than me whining all the time. You hurt my feelings. Okay, so now you setting me back. So he's like I said, he's real tall and handsome. But he's just not the man for me. Okay, mister. Thanks for coming through. Ben says he believes that most relationships fail because of incompatibility. That's probably true. I agree. I got high standards and expectations, yet if I find a good one, I am gonna hold on to it for sure. I have high standards and expectations too. I absolutely do. I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting ready to tell y'all the number one thing that I'm talking about when I talk to guys and I go, "Oh, okay, well, I might have an interest in him." I'm gonna tell you the number one thing. I can't stand no liar. That's number one. But I'm gonna tell you what I have experienced in the past. Okay, because okay, so they people don't know how to decipher reality from other stuff. For the most part, like my heart is the same, but if you catch me off of here, I'm very quiet, right? So what I see with what I've experienced with guys, I guess, even though they might have had something going for themselves, they had some insecurities, and they come right in trying to make me feel insecure. Why you say that like that? You shouldn't have said that like that. Oh, that you didn't do that right. You didn't that you shouldn't have did. Trying always trying to, you know, pick some stuff apart to try and make me feel insecure about some things. Why you do it like that? Oh, that would that you didn't that always, that's what I've experienced. I was like, dog, what am I putting into the atmosphere where at one point, like when I was deciding to talk to somebody, they all seemed to be the same. They felt like they needed to come in to try to do something because I was strong to try and tear me down. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not an easy cookie to tear down. You gonna get a damn earthquake. And so what I do is I became very good at building walls and blocking people out. And so I think that's what my mother is talking about. She's like, people don't know what they're gonna get from you. But see, my mother is a very easygoing person. She's not. She's not judgmental. She's just a very good natured, always have been good natured, good hearted person. Right. My mother is a minister, right? And so everybody just loves her because she's just a good natured person. Okay. And so she tends to try to see the good in stuff, even when people have said things or well, they said that because it is, and you have to understand what people going through. Well, I ain't none of her. I'm not my mama. I'm not her. Okay. So when she said, "Well, people don't know what they're gonna get because you change on them," it's because they do something to me, and it immediately makes my guards go up. You gonna have to get the fuck out of my life. Fuck you. You're not gonna come in my life thinking you're going to tear down nothing as it relates. And that's another thing. I like you, I like your look, I like what you got going on, but I gotta try to change this. You don't come in trying to tear me down to try and change me. Fuck you. You're gonna get out my life. It's a one thing if you go, if we get together and I know you are for me. And he go, "Well, baby, I don't, you know what? I don't like it when you do that. Let's talk about that. It makes me feel a certain way when you do that. If I know I care about that man and we have a conversation like that and I'm looking at him, guess what? I'ma change it. I like this nigga and he says it makes him feel a certain way when I do this. I'ma fix that shit. But you think you gonna come in my life and try and tear me down to change me? Kiss my ass, bitch. That makes me mad as fuck. And that's the issue with a lot of insecure men. Cause I be having friends go, "Girl, let's go here. It's a lot of professional men just because they might be dentists or lawyers or whatever. They have insecurities and they want to try and a lot of women take that stuff to be, kept. That's the reason why I work my ass off. I go get training in everything. My mama said she was telling my auntie, I be trying to keep up with her. She has so much going on. That's right. Because when I'm not making money in one area, you better know I got 3 or 4 more areas where I got certifications in where it's gonna be an abundance. And then oftentimes it's an abundance in all of them. I ain't got to work for 3, 4 months at a time after that when it gets slow. Because I'm not going to have anybody making me feel a certain way. I didn't teach my girls that, right? Just to be kept. Ben said, "Catch more bees with honey." I think I'm a very nice, sweet person. But when people get to talking to me you know, and I try to show them my sweet side, I don't know what it is about the human, like human nature. When you start trying to show a man your sweet side, they feel like, "Oh, okay, I can run over her," and then I have to show them you got me fucked up. Then they think you crazy. "Oh, I didn't know you was like that." Well, you made that side come out. Um, I have learned to steer clear of Gemini's multiple. I don't mess around with Geminis either. I don't think I've ever even talked to a Gemini. I don't want to. I got quite a few of them in my family. That's how I know I never want to. But I'm a Leo. He said, "Have I ever seen a therapist?" Well, on like Wednesdays, I go and get grief counseling. I do. I go get grief counseling, but that has nothing to do with nothing else other than I miss my dad. Ronna Gray says, "Once you become one, it's y'all against the world." Right. The real Don Why, I don't think I need a therapist now. I don't think I need one. Just because I'm saying I'm not getting ready to let nobody mishandle me. I don't think I need a therapist because I've made a decision that nobody's gonna mishandle me. Yes, I am. I'm a Leo. It's the light shining inside. They try to dim our light and then just by yeah, they try and dim your light. Why you pronounce your words like that? Motherfucker, I got a damn southern accent, bitch. When you handle them like that, because see, they be used to doing that to the women that they've been with before. They used to trying to beat them down. I just stop them right there. No, because see, I'm the type of person. I've always been the type of person, and this is what has always made me mad with men. I've always been the type of person that if I rock with a dude, I made sure I build him up with his words. I made him think that he could do anything. I just left a Taurus, my teenage sweetheart. My mom, dad, stepfather, and dog, all Leos. What you just say about karma, laugh out loud. You gotta let the anger go. I'm not angry. I'm not. I just don't like it when people do something to me and then try to make it seem like because I won't let them back in again that I'm the bitter person. No, you just don't get a second chance to screw me over. I understand I was speaking on when men seem demanding instead of compromising. Well, I see that now. I have a close family member. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and it's a close family member who has a spouse who has a spouse that makes them think that they cannot do anything right unless they are saving them. And I think that is how that spouse has solidified his position in her life, and she second guessed everything that she does. Everything that she does, she second guesses it because that's the mindset that he has put her in. And he always had an issue, even though I've always been quiet and stuff. I would never in my life when I have friends and relatives to talk to me about their marriages, if it's not any physical abuse or whatever, you're not gonna even in just relationships. I don't tell people to leave their men. I've always said if you want, do you want to be with him? I don't love him. Well, make it. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Don't leave him unless it's some type of physical abuse. Then I'll say you need to get away from that before he kills you. But as far as him, girl, yeah, I'm not gonna say one word because I'm gonna tell you what'll happen. You get to talking, even though they're talking to you about it, you get to talking, girl, yeah, they'll go back and tell them. I don't get in that. Period. Because I don't want to have to. I had me and my cousins. And me and my cousins grew up like sisters. My female cousins and some of my male cousins like brothers. We grew up closer than close, right? Because my mom's family and my dad's family too, but especially my mom's family, were very close. So my cousins, right? Hell, I thought I could do it, and they go back and tell their husbands. I had to stop doing it because I didn't want to have to cuss their damn husbands out. Oh, my bad, player. You need to get on it because she needs some special. Who? Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my God. He said I need some special attention. Lord have mercy. Divorce says new sub here that all black everything is everything in that picture. Peace to the chat. I'm gone. Lord have mercy. Thanks for being a new sub. I don't know, y'all. He said, got the giggling. That's how it starts. Lord have mercy. Ronald says, a weak ass, insecure woman is a definite turnoff. There are a lot of insecure women. There are a lot of women that tear down their relationships with their mouth. They do. I've seen women like have good men. I mean, they be good. They work. Detroit says, Tamara, love you, but you angry, but you have a right to be. Look at the pick of real men out here that you have to choose from. Right? Maybe I'm not choose. Maybe I haven't chosen the right man. You're right. I don't think I'm angry because, like, I'm. It's not like I'm in love with anybody right now because I'm not. But I don't forgive, and I don't think that has anything. I feel maybe disappointment in the past, but definitely not angry. I mean, I don't have any issues with them now. I'm not. I don't want them in my life anymore. Um, Ronald says she needs to fully heal. I don't know, y'all. I don't think it's anything wrong with me. Tam got to be honest. Kind of intriguing how you gripping that table in your profile. Uta, you says I get that. Not angry, just bold. Right, you get bold. Right, bold and fed up. Like you don't want to deal with the garbage anymore. Hey, Teresa, and people go, well, you need a date. I get asked out on dates a lot that I turn down because I'm just not in the mood to be bothered with letting nothing crazy into my space. You haven't fully healed all the way because once you do, you won't be tripping. I hear you. Yeah, trust issues is pretty normal. See you later, Dominic. But bring bold and fed up gets you nowhere. You have to learn how to love yourself before anything. I do love myself a lot. He said this is conversation for an open panel. I wish I could have an open panel. I'm gonna have to reach out to Double Tap to see what he do to keep them from hacking his stream. I think I got Double Tap's phone number. I think I do got his phone number. I think. Um, yeah, but I don't know, y'all. I mean, I think my concern is the same concern that a whole lot of other women have. Okay. It's just a lot of women are scared to say it. They go, I ain't worried about that. Oh, I ain't tripping. This, and that. No, they be tripping. They do be worried about it. They just scared. If they have a conversation about it, men are gonna think that they're desperate, or men are gonna say that they're bitter. I don't. That don't make me mad because I know I'm not bitter. I'm not hungry for no man because the easiest thing to get is some dick. Trust me, I get it thrown at me all the time. Y'all ought to see my damn Facebook inbox. I go, oh Lord, it scares me. Open the panel and have dialogue. Maybe we should start doing having dialogue like this once a week. Talk to you later, your choice towing. I kind of hate I told everybody that I be on that Facebook um my Facebook like page because ooh I knew it. I said I think because I said I don't want the crazies coming in my inbox. I guess I might as well have said I want the crazies coming in my inbox. Ronald says my ex put it on me, got me to put my guard down, and then started cheating on me. Imagine that. That's what happens. That's what happens. Y'all need to watch Love Dorsey on Big Facts for real, for real. She got it figured out. Hmm. But you know, I hear all of like these women doing vlogs and stuff on what you do, what you need to do to keep your man happy and stuff. What? But they're always talking about what women need to do. What about what men need to do also to keep that woman happy? Because we matter. No love. Not right now. I can't drop the link. They hacked when I dropped the link. I was listening to a vlogger say that today. When you drop the link, they send it to a. All they got to do is send it to a hacker and pay the hacker, and the hacker starts hacking. Only way a man can get women these days is pay some bills. To he said, "We've been hearing what a man is supposed to do for years, never what a woman is supposed to do." That's not true. That's not true. Honesty, loyalty, inspiration is all I need. That's what men say, and then they still go cheat. Well, porn stars. Um, the real Don says it's a divide, just back and forth, no accountability. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't no cheater. Now, I ain't no cheater. They hack it, shaking my head. Damn, that's crazy. Just get you a banner before you bring them on the panel. It's only a spirit of division, honestly. That's true. I'm paying for the P while I'm giving it away for free. Just joking. Oh, hey, Miss Kitty. Cat Cypher says he's a socializer. If I commit, I commit and I never cheat. That's how I am. If I commit, I commit. I don't cheat. Not unless they cheat first. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't cheat. Um, I just can't understand why people find it so hard to be faithful. Men don't understand. They don't get it. They get it. They just don't care. Don't cheat, just socialize. Hey, Jakai. Jak- Don't cheat, just socialize. Mm. If cheating is involved, why be involved? Right. I wouldn't even. Right. I agree. Just tell the person, I don't want to be in a relationship. I think that's the best thing to do. Just say, listen, I don't want to be in no relationship. I've been very disappointed because, like, when I'm in, I'm all in. And to break a bond and a trust, if we say that we are all in, then I'm all in. I don't even look at other guys when I'm with somebody. I don't be looking at guys lusting. I don't flirt nothing. I'm with that man because I think about how would he feel, right? How would he feel? I just don't make myself available. And I think that's something I've always done. I always made myself unavailable. And I've always worked around me in a male. I've always worked in male dominated jobs. Listen, and so if I could do it, where I had guys consistently trying to holler at me, you know, and they can't, yeah, that's disappointing. And I don't buy into, well, that's just part of a man's nature. No, it's not just part of a man's nature. If he treasures what he has, if he truly loves what he has, because you can't love two people. You can't be in love with two people. I look at other women, ain't that what God gave us? Well, I mean, you're not dead, but you can look at other women because there are a lot of beautiful women, but you don't have to act up on it. And women are very bold now. They might step to you if they think you got something going for yourself. Especially if they feel like you got a woman, cause so then in her mind she got to try to start competing to see if she could take you away from that woman. Not necessarily that she wants you, but she got to prove something to herself. And so you trying to tell me, and it happens every day that men mess over women that love them to life for women like that, just for some sex. I mean, and I think that's a part of the disappointment to me. You messed over me and ruined the bond that we had just for some sex. That's very hurtful. Even if a person doesn't cheat, they are likely to get blamed for it anyways. Well, I ain't gonna even lie. After you do some funny stuff one time, of course, y'all know we never trust y'all again. I'll never forget one of my ex-boyfriends, and I should have quit him then. We had just started, like, we had, and I liked him so much. I should have stopped dating him at that point. And he was like, "Let me show you something in my phone." And we had started having all the serious conversations and stuff about he wasn't dating nobody else, and I'm not dating this person, blah blah blah. And I had been seeing a girl on social media that he had been communicating with quite a bit, or she commented on all of his posts. I kid you not. And so God always kind of see, we kind of look over the red flags. I think about that too. Like we just kind of overlook the red flags. So he was sitting over at my studio one day and he was like, because he was into video work like me. And he was like, "Oh, let me show you this video that I edited." I was like, "Okay." So he was like, "Tell me what you think about this." He had did a video and stuff, and he's showing me his phone. And as I'm looking at the video, he couldn't hear it because he had his phone on silent. Her Facebook message come through as I'm looking at the video. Baby, I love you. And I said to myself, that's the girl. I said, oh my God, that's the girl. I didn't say nothing to him though. I started looking at him funny and he started dropping his eyes and stuff like, are you okay? Your mood just changed. I was like, no, I'm okay. But that was the beginning of it. What I should have did, and I think that's another thing, like we kind of just look over the red flags and stuff because he was messing around with that girl. And I know I had been watching. I was like, I think she comments too much. She interacts with him too much. So he didn't even know it. Like while he thought I was looking at the video, what I did was because she sent another message. I, he thought I was looking at the video on his phone. I tapped the message and started looking at their communication on his messenger. Okay, and yeah. I know me and married men who would not look at another woman. That's bullshit. Trust is the relationship, plain and simple. Well, I ain't gonna tell no lies. If they sit that phone in front of me, I'm gonna look at it. Um, it take women in couple failed relationships to commit, submit, and communicate to a man. I don't know, cause you know what, TS, I was always taught that men are hunters. I was taught that if a man wants you, he's gonna come and get you. If he's not making an effort to come and get you. I don't know what's going on now. Men feel like women are supposed to chase them. They're a bunch of damn sissies. That's not what happens. Men are hunters by nature. I always felt like if a woman chased a man, it can't work out because that's just not the order of how things are supposed to be. Men hunt and they go after what they want. If he ain't showing you no interest, it's probably because he don't want you. Because if he wants you, he gonna let you know because he don't want another man to have you. That's just how men are. Um, Too Pretty Miss Kitty says my little friend ex girl called me a couple of days ago when I just saw her face to face. My brother told me. I was surprised. Right? Women are the prize. Women is we're the gifts. We're the gift to man. I don't. My lady plays for Rimpy Hinge. What's so funny? The real Don Watts. What's funny? And that's a fact, Jack. Dinner movies I cook for you, roller skating, art museums. Yeah, I love skating. I love movies. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I wouldn't offer my heart to a person who didn't ask for. That's a heart attack that would definitely happen. Well, that's a conversation that you'd have with that person. I've had some guys to say to me, like, I didn't think, we were talking and I didn't think they were interested, real interested. So I would just start, moving around. And then they would later say, dog, you messed me up when you did that, but you didn't say nothing. You did not, you trying to play it cool or whatever. If you trying to play it cool, I didn't think you wanted me. I'm not gonna force myself on nobody. So I started moving around. I'm with him now. I like him. You trying to play cool. You thought that was gonna make me chase you. I'm not chasing nobody. I was taught that you don't chase men. I'm not into video games neither. This is a real OG. I don't think dude be into me till I say I met someone else. Exactly. Yeah, that's a jealousy thing. When they get, they feel a certain way about when you start talking to other men. They want to try to keep you away from other men. That's not cool. I got a woman I'll play on all of her controllers. Not no damn game. I don't know though. I hope that whatever the disconnect is, and I think it's just, trust, right? People are afraid of being hurt. I pray whatever the disconnect is, that it is with a lot of men and women, that can be mended. I said that this year I was gonna be more forgiving, but I forgot about it as soon as I said it. Get back over here. Riley, get back over here. He said I was hurt or you was hurt. There is nothing wrong with video games. Don't take yourself so seriously. I'll do a panel next time when I have the equipment to do what's necessary. Maybe we should start having open conversation about this like once a week about relationships. Once a man hurts you really bad, it's hard. Right. I'm gonna tell you something. What men don't understand is like when they hurt us, is the sex is not the sex is not the same. It's really disgusting. It really is. It's really disgusting. Um, that's the reason why when I said I cheated 20 years ago, that was 20 years ago. I cheated back on the guy that turned out to be my daughter's dad. But I couldn't stand him. I didn't want him touching on me. It was easier for me to be with the other guy because he had not violated my trust. But I still loved him though. If both of y'all are into that, but if that's all you're consumed with, hell no. I don't know. I think some people stay together just to make each other miserable. I couldn't be with somebody where we just made each other miserable all the time. I want to be happy shit. I want to travel and have fun and have do. I want to do what makes me happy. And arguing and pissing and moaning and spitting and slobbing all the time with somebody that's give me a stroke. Go on with your life. Too Pretty Miss Kitty says, I cheated one time and started crying. I ain't no cheater. I cheated, Miss Kitty, I loved it. I love the energy though, because we weren't really even having sex like that. Well, we didn't start having sex until later. We more so just had fun. After that relationship was over, after I ended that, because he was ready to tell my boyfriend. Um, he didn't talk to me for a very long time. He's friends with my cousins, and I see him now. Like he requested my friendship some months back on Facebook. I was like, wow, Corey is doing so well. Like he's moved to like I think Homer, Louisiana, somewhere like that. And he was some hood rat. And but he's always been a he was always an astute business person, and they own some food trucks and stuff. I was like, oh my God, he's doing so well for himself. But he always was a get money dude. He got plenty of money back then, but now he's doing it right. And he got some food trucks and stuff. So I knew he would always do well because he always had a winner's mind. I thought I was going to feel better, but I didn't. But he was cheating all the time. I think it was just meant for me to have my daughter. That's what I think. I think it was meant for me to have my daughter because, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about either one of my daughter's dads, but I think about like then and I think about now, like they're definitely not my type of men, and it's nothing against them, right? Um, nothing at all. I think they're cool guy. They're very cool guys or whatever. I'm happy that we had our children, but at this, I wouldn't date them. And it's so weird because both of them, I remember my oldest daughter, like when my daughter had her baby shower, I was like, oh my God, what is this world coming to? My oldest daughter is 25 years old, and I ain't been with her dad in 20 years, something, 20 something. My youngest daughter is 22, so I ain't been with her dad in 20 24 years, okay? Because he that didn't last long at all. and and he gonna say, "Do you still feel the same way about me?" I laughed so hard my stomach started hurting. I said, "Oh man, you really off of your rockers." The other one did too. I wish we could mend everything. I said, "Are you crazy? Our daughter is 22. What is wrong with these men?" That's why I say, y'all, I don't know what's going on. I think a lot of these people have mental illnesses. Jared says, homeless, I see everyone cheating everywhere. No. Y'all women been knowing who really rock your world. Well, neither one of them rock mine. Too Pretty Miss Kitty said, exactly. My daughter was my first love and the first time I felt real love. Yeah, I love my babies too. I was like, oh my God. When my first baby was born, I couldn't believe it. My dad and my mother and her dad when he was her dad was gorgeous. So he was just a rolling stone. He was just popping. He was poor guy. What he did was he took advantage of a young girl. That's what he did. And he had to apologize to me too. He was like, "You was a young girl, and I knew you had not been experienced like that, and I really apologize." I said, "She's 25. You don't need to do that. I'm over it." Um, cause he told so many like he was like 8 years older than me. I was 19 and he was 8 years older than me. Too Pretty Miss Kitty says, "Don't cheat on me. The Most High don't play about. Don't play about. They all did." Miss Kitty. Kitty said, "God don't play about her. All of her exes dead." I think all of the one, the ones that I had relationships with. Um, it's weird because they've always came back and apologized to me. My very first boyfriend, The one that I tell y'all that's, best friends with like Player Fly and Gangsta Black. Y'all know the ones that say nobody needs nobody. Like they're best friends. They grew up together, right? They used to always be around us when we were together, and they still tight. And even to this very day, he's always apologizing to me. And that's been way over 25 years. Like I posted a picture the other day and he's posting hearts. And he always sending me messages saying, I'm just checking on you. I love you. I said, I love you too with the love of God. Ben says, well, Miss Kitty, we would not be getting married. I just find it weird. The ones that I love the most, they didn't want to act right, and then years later they want to come back. Mm-mm. They're not doing too good though physically. In fact, they're all three with Caucasian women. I didn't do it. I got a Get Karma Fast card. Oh, trust is 90% of it. I think trust is 100% of the relationship. If I can't trust you, I can't be with you. Marriage is just something people do that have never been married. I definitely want to get married. I take marriage seriously. I do. I take it seriously. All of my sisters are married. I'm the oldest. All of all five of my sisters are married, and I'm the oldest. All five of them. I said, Lord Jesus, I ain't married. But my sisters are so passive. Like, three of them are pastors' wives. Even the youngest one that's real feisty. She's quiet, but she's a little feisty. She's married. I'm a firm believer in karma, Miss Kitty. Integration, decimated whatever modicum of civility that's left. It created a substantial enmity between the black man and woman. If you marry, it's a miracle because the collective is no more. Oh Lord. Cypress says you got Miss Cleo cards. And that's another thing. A lot of people going to get that voodoo. I told y'all about that. I'm not kidding. These girls going to do that. I'm telling y'all they doing it. I promise to God they doing it. I know a couple that did it. That do it. I said, You wrong. Y'all gonna have to pay for that. That's evil. Why would you want to put a spell on somebody to make them fall in love with you so you can get their money and stuff? I mean, that's crazy. And I'm gonna tell y'all what they be doing is those voodoo people be giving them something to put in their coochie. I'm telling you, oh, I think that's the reason why some of these men have been flipping out and it get too strong and they take these girls. I'm telling y'all they doing it. I told my cousins them, y'all some stupid. Y'all what the y'all a bunch of damn ooh, but these are the younger ones. And it's funny to them. I said, y'all is wrong. Y'all wrong. And it's funny to them. Girl, I ain't studying this stuff. Don't be caring about girl. I ain't studying this stuff, girl. I don't get that nigga money. I said, all right, whore. Y'all a bunch of damn whores. What's gonna happen when they make that stuff too strong? Tambora says, it won't work on me. Ronald says, my ex still doing it. I was looking at one of their friends. She now I think Keisha is about 40. Well, I know she used to be a stripper. She went to New Orleans. She was always a cute girl growing up. Her mother and them kept her, you know, with real nice stuff. But for some reason, I mean, she was always dangerous, and she was one of them quiet, dangerous ones. She's a pretty girl, and I remember I was working in felony response, and she came down there. She set a boy up and got him killed. And I promise to God, I don't know how Keisha got out of it, but she did it. God up in heavens, I know she did it, and she got out of it. And she's real quiet, but she had moved to New Orleans and she was stripping and stuff. And they be going to she had to leave New Orleans because I guess she was going to get going to a root doctor down there, and she got the stuff too strong, and the boy in New Orleans about to beat the shit. He almost killed her. It was too strong. Um, that their money, their shit, they don't owe me nothing. It said Bloody Mary. The real Don Watts says they always get away. Hey, Lucille. I'm gonna tell you something. If I gotta put a root on a man to make him want me, I will feel less than a woman. I can't do it. I can't do it. If I gotta put a root on him, I don't want him. They said blood in the spaghetti. I used to talk to a guy and he used to always say, "Baby, I eat everything you got, but I'm not gonna eat your spaghetti." I was saying to myself, "Nigga, I'm trying to get rid of you. Why would you think I wanna?" I be saying that in my mind. He just don't even know. I wish I could put something in this food to make him run away, and he thought I was trying to keep him. Poor said nothing red. Oh my god. Oh Lord, y'all, that's disgusting. That it ought to be against the law for somebody to even do something like that. Anyways, to put a period in your spaghetti and stuff. That should be against the law. Yeah, they doing that. I'm telling you, they doing it. I know some girls. I know some people that goes to Tupelo. They give them something and they put it in their vagina, and it supposedly run the men crazy. I told him, I said, yo, you got to put something in your coochie to make it good. The real Don Watts says, I don't eat people food, no way. Let a player up on the panel. Okay. Too Pretty Miss Kitty says, do it work. Lucy says, nothing much, just got home not too long ago. Mm-hmm. Mm, mm, mm. He said, Tupelo, Mississippi. I gotta be careful. That's where they go. That's where they go, Tupelo. I guess because New Orleans is too far. Now Keisha moved to New Orleans. Whatever she did to that guy, he moved her to New Orleans. But she started. She got her witch doctor in New Orleans, I think, and she mixed that stuff up too strong because he almost killed her. Uh, did the live just go blank? No, can y'all hear me? Too Pretty Miss Kitty says, I love the South. My aunt told me she knew a lady that husband had her on a tight leash. And the lady hung her jaw. Oh, girl. Listen, my ex, the one I was telling y'all about that liked to cheat all the time, and I cheated back on his ass. And he almost found out about it, about had a damn stroke, and it was funny to me. And so, from 20 years ago, my daughter's dad, he said that his brother, now he had a lot of brothers. He had like 7 brothers. They all was from North Memphis. They was bad too. And his brother, um, his brother was always in and out of jail. He all of them was bad. He was the worst. And he said that his brother had met a girl, and she had him fixed like he was not himself, like he, because they was out in the street tough, robbing folks and shit. And so he said that his brother always had a lot of different women, but when he got with that woman, he changed. She changed him. And so he said him and his mama went to the house because he wouldn't go outside no more. Whatever she did to him, he said he said he wouldn't go outside. So him and his mama went to the house, and his mama said they said if it's some panties over the bed, then she got a root on him. And he said they went to the house because he wouldn't come out. Whatever she was doing to him, he would not come outside. He wouldn't leave the house. And he said she had panties hanging over the bed. And he said his mama was like, um, we gotta move them panties off of that bed. And he told her, I don't want to touch them, like, but she had panties hanging over the bed. And whenever root she had on him, he wouldn't go outside. He wouldn't leave the house. I was surfing YouTube just the other day, just laying in my bed, just scrolling. And I was looking at I forget the name of the channel. It was a channel that was in my algorithm. It was talking about how to keep your man at home. So I clicked on it. This was a person that called themselves a psychic or whatever, do readings and stuff like that. And it was like, and this was a man. He was like, what you do is he was telling them, how much he charged and stuff like that to do love potion spells and all of that. So they were sending him cash apps, and he was like, well, I'm gonna give y'all a free one. How to keep him in the house is you go get a plant, get one of his socks, and bury one of his socks down in the damn dirt. I said, oh my God, these folks is teaching people how to put roots on people on the damn internet. Oh, Lord have mercy. I had dated a guy that had a root on me. And I know he had one on me because I didn't even like him. He said, that's a Creole root. It's a good voodoo either way. I'm not going to do it. That's the reason why I pray all the time. You have to pray because evil cannot override good. And it's not even right. People don't know that their bad karma is going to hit them when you try to will somebody to you. You know what I mean? When you try to will them to you. Like, you want to override whatever it is that they're feeling and put a spell on them to make them want you. That would make me feel less than a woman. Shit. I know that this man is only looking at me, grinning at me because he up under a damn spell. I'd be scared of him. I asked did she ever live in Louisiana. I put her name through, and sure as shit, she had listed as living there for 4 years. I done ammonia spells and they've worked. What's ammonia spells, Lucille? Being William says he wanted to stay close to those panties. I guess that's what it was. And me and be having issues that because he used to always say when we would be, spending the night. Where your panties at? I said, motherfucker, let me tell you something. I don't want you like that. You don't ask me where my panties at. You already see where they at. He was paranoid. Um, New to you says dudes like me when I'm mean, but when I start loving and being feminine, they could act like I'm faking. I'm trying to figure out what's an ammonia spell. They said if you put black pepper down, that keeps them away from you when they trying to put that spell on you. Oh, okay, it's to turn things around. Oh, okay. I don't know. I think we have to be. That's the reason why I'm careful too, because I know now people are into everything. Like they doing some of everything. James said bury underwear in the back of your yard. Oh Lord Jesus. I wonder why it's gotta be like that. Why can't people just enjoy each other? Have fun and enjoy each other without the spells and stuff. I done freezer spells for people to leave me alone. Oh wow. Ronald Gray says, no praying to the most high every day keeps that off of you. Did it for you. Let me see. I have did anything for love in that sense though. What happened to that girl still missing that was into that stuff? I don't know what girl was that. Tia says this reminds me of the movie Get Out. That's the reason I had a workplace bullying situation and it stopped. I wonder how did my ex feel knowing that that we was only together because he had a spell on me. I wonder did it make him feel less than a damn man? It should have. Teresa K says Alexis Ware. Oh, Ronald says just know the Most High has all the power, and the devil is on borrowed time. Oh, for sure. So when you do voodoo, who you talking to? No, I've never done voodoo. I never did it. Like I said, the temperature's going down again. But I live around the lake, so y'all already know that when the temperatures start to go down, I could feel it in my house. But when I turn the heater on, it gets hot real quick. I found my old journal when I was cleaning up my vanity last week, and I found a destruction prayer. I wrote about a woman I work with that tried to ruin me. As of today, nothing worked out for them. Words or spells, hence the word spelling or cursive. Curse is right. Y'all better not fight. Get on, get down. The Most High people is untouchable. Everyone does voodoo. It's called manifest. It's some. It's just some. Use it for voodoo means spiritual Adam. Oh, okay. I love Eve's Bayou. I ain't gonna even lie. I love looking at Eve's Bayou. His mama won't come and get him. She claimed that she was coming to get him, but she haven't. It's time for him to go. Oh Lord. So all the guys in the chat, do y'all know any spells we can put on these women since lying is not working? Lord have mercy. You got women that keep up with the men now, right? If they cheat, the women cheat. And it's easier for women to cheat. I'm telling you. It's easier for women to cheat. And I never lack. Whatever I spend, I get back tenfold. Ronald says that's how the Haitians feed the white folks with voodoo. James says, do I think mediums are real? Well, let me just say this. When my grandmother passed away, I was very close to my grandma. I was devastated. And I'm serious, I was devastated. And I remember I went to two people, right? I went to this lady on Summer and I went and I called someone. I was recommended to this lady and I was like, I just wanted um no, I actually called three people. That's how devastated I was. I called three people. I got a reading from this lady on Summer in Memphis, this other lady that was recommended to me. I can't remember where she was from, and this girl from out of New Orleans, right? And I think okay, so the second lady that was recommended to me, and I never did this before. I was just for some reason, like I said, I was grieving, and I was like, I just want to know if my grandmother is okay. I did. I love my grandmother so much. And so I'll never forget, I was talking to her and she says, how many children do you have? And I purposely told her, I said, I have one child. And she said, no, you have two children, because your grandmother is with the youngest one right now. She's with her right now, and that scared the hell out of me because that lady knew nothing about me. And she said to me, she says, you're going to I was so lost because at that time I was working for the sheriff's office. Like I was lost. And she said, you're going to get into a profession, and a lot of stuff that she said, um, it came to pass. It came to pass. As a matter of fact, I think about what that lady said now. because I almost hung up on her when she said you have two children and your grandmother is with one of them now. She's around one of them now. That really blew my mind. Right. And she didn't ask me a lot of questions. Nobody had told her nothing. And she kind of said some things that's happening now as it relates to my profession and all of that. And I couldn't see that then. She spoke about how I would have a lot of opposition and all of that because I was saying to myself, yeah, 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 yeah. It's like you're gonna have a lot of opposition, of jealousy and all of that, to the point. That's the reason why I take seriously what these people don't hear now, because she said to the envy, like a sickness, enviness where people want to kill you. It was just weird because I see that on here, right? And I think about that. I was like, I don't even remember who that lady was because, like I said, she was scaring me so bad with my grandmother. I almost hung up on her. And so then I remember I was riding down Summer and I saw where this lady was a palm reader. Now this was around the same time my grandmother had passed away, like in 2013. And so I told one of my friends, I said, let's go back. I said, I wonder if I let her read my palm, if she could give me any information on how my grandmother is doing, right? I mean, when you go through grieving stages, you never know what you might do. And so that's why I get grief counseling now. So we went back. She was like, "You want to go?" I said, "Yeah, I want to." So I went in there, and first of all, I was creeped out. She had a lot of cats in her house, so I was constantly jumping. I was nervous. I was constantly jumping around. And I was like, "Oh my God, I think one of your cats licking me." I looked down, I was sweating, like sweat was running all down my legs and stuff. I had on shorts because I was nervous. And so I opened my hand up. The first thing she said was, "Do you have your two children?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Okay, you have two children. You okay? Because your palm is telling me you're supposed to have you have two children." And she says, "You're gonna make a lot of money," but they always say that, right? And she told me a lot of other stuff. She told me something that came to pass. She's like, "You have a house? You have a house with a lake?" And I was like, "No." And I thought to myself, this lady right here, I don't know what she's talking about. I was like, "Well, she got the two kids, right?" I was like, "Can you tell me anything about my grandmother?" She was like, "Well, um, it's gonna cost a lot more. I have to get my crystal." I said, "That's all right, I'm gone." And it's weird because I think about that now too. And she was like, do you have a house with a lake?" And I got a house with a lake now, right? And so, but that was like in 20, like 12 or 13. And like the last one from out of New Orleans, I think she called herself giving me I thought because I was like, "I really just want to know if my grandmother is okay." And she was like, "Well, I paid that lady like $250." She was like, "Well, your grandmother is finally like getting to a place of rest and all of that." I can't even remember everything she said, but she went into some more stuff. She was like, "I see you." I think the only thing she had accurate was she was like, "I see you getting very close with some people like around the New Orleans area. You're gonna be helping some people around the New Orleans area." The only thing I could see was like after that, maybe like a year or so after that, I did end up I became extremely interested in Mac's case, and his family and I ended up becoming really close. Like they just, they attached themselves to me. Like and we're very close to this day. Like I go visit them, they'll come to Memphis and visit me. Like we're very close. His little cousins and stuff are like my god babies. We just kind of fell in love with each other. His mother and his dad, like his dad is always sending me messages on Facebook. Um, his mother and I talked for hours and hours. Ronald Gray says nothing against the church, but it's a reason why they tell you this stuff is demonic. Yeah, so when I told my pastor about it, I told him that I did that. When I started going to get grief counseling, he was like, "Well, you need to denounce that. Why did you do that?" I said, "Because I had a desperation. I just wanted to know if my grandmother was okay." He was like, "Well, You need to pray that off of you. You never should have did that. Like he gave me some prayers to say um for going, and he was like, you're never supposed to communicate with familiar spirits. But I mean, I don't think I was communicating with familiar spirits because she only said one thing. Well, your grandmother said she's just getting to a place of rest, and that's all she said about that. So I spent all that money and they never told me nothing. Other than that lady that had that accent on the phone. I don't remember who she was. When she asked me, how many kids do you have? I said one. She said, no, you have two because your youngest daughter, and she knew it was a girl, your youngest daughter, your grandmother is around her right now. And I almost hung the phone up. Rona says, my grandparents never went to the hospital. They went into the fields for herbs. That was, yes, it was. That was the best kind. That was the best kind. She said, for that money, she better find me a man. That's why, like with my dad now, I love my dad and I miss him, but I refuse to do that. So on Wednesdays, for the most part, like after prayer, I haven't been able to go in a couple weeks. I go to like a grief counseling so that I can talk out, healthy, a healthy way. It'd be other people in there that have lost loved ones and stuff that they miss. And we kind of talk about it in group and stuff. And that's over at the church. Teresa says, one day I was feeling really lonely for my mom and was crying on the swing of my outside push and I heard a noise and when I looked up there was a red cardinal. I promise y'all, it's something about that though, Teresa, because I promise you, like when my dad first passed away, I would have like red cardinals to come and like I could be sitting on my couch or something and they be picking on my um patio door. I'm like, dog, that bird picking on my patio door, a window. You don't have to pay me nothing because God's word is free. That's true. God's words is free. We have never. But when I say that, I guess all of them hit and missed on something. Like I said, that lady, the other lady, as soon as I opened my hand, she said, do you have your two children? Because your lifelines in your hand says that you're gonna have two children, you're gonna make a lot of money. And she said some weird stuff like, are you supposed to be having sex? See, I've gone through phases where I was celibate. Hell, I was celibate then. I said, nah, when? Shit, I need to be. And the other girl from New Orleans, she kind of hit and miss too. Let's see, look up Tamron Hall. That's my mama. I've looked up Tamron Hall. You said that's your mama? Ronald Gray says a black cat is not bad luck neither. We need to stop that. Open your hands, baby. I would have run so fast. Oh my God. Oh, Tamron Hall. That's my mama. Okay. Long Live Janice says, what player? And I don't know. Mm. What does it mean when a big bird is chasing you? I don't know. Me too. I love this open dialogue. So I love open dialogue. There's no heaviness or anything like that. I'm an empath. It's a curse and a blessing. I am too, Miss Kitty. Y'all know what I'm cooking tomorrow, and I cannot wait. I am making a turkey quiche. I told y'all I made that taco pie the day before yesterday, and it lasted a couple days, and it was so freaking good. And I was looking today, I was like, I'm doing me a quiche, a turkey quiche for dinner tomorrow. Well, I'll probably do it. I'll do it Monday because I'm going out to dinner tomorrow. I'm going out. I'm meeting some people for dinner tomorrow at Capital Grill. Famous Gift says people can change my whole mood. That sounds good. Steak tips. Oh damn! I'm about to pull up. I'm gonna do a quiche. I'm gonna do a I love quiches. I already got everything for it. Um, yep, I got everything for it. I gotta go get my triple cheddar. How far back can y'all remember? I can remember small details when I can't my earliest memories is when I was 5 years old. I cannot remember anything before then. I don't remember being four, three, two, or one. Not at all. 5 years old when I the first day that I went to kindergarten. That's the earliest memory I have. The first day I went to kindergarten, I remember my mom dropped me off at the kindergarten and I was crying. And it was me and another girl named Teresa. We was the last two crying in the kindergarten, and then she stopped crying. Her daddy dropped her off. She stopped crying. I was still crying. I remember my mama was hiding behind the door. And then when I would look at her again, when she would come away from behind the door, and I would stop crying. And I remember the kindergarten teacher telling her, "Mama, you're gonna have to leave. You're gonna have to go on and leave." And I cried the whole damn day until the end of the day until she let us start coloring. Cause my mom, I was so used to being up under my mama all the time. It had that been. can remember I have a memory of when I said to my mom one time we was living in the projects. I told my mama, I said, "Today your birthday. You 20, you 22 years old." I and my mother had me when she was a teenager. I said, "You 22." And she said, I remember my mother, she was standing in the kitchen, on a stool and trying to get something out the kitchen cabinet. She said, "Yeah, I'm getting old." I think about that. I was like, I remember telling my mama, "It's your birthday. You 22 years old." She said, "Yeah, I'm getting old." Me and my brother are a year and 8 months apart. I do too. I love the sharp cheddars. She said, "Me and my brother." I had a, oh, the comments real quick. I'm 56, so I only go back to 6 years old. We told our mom they were old at 30. Me and my mama used to have fun. We used to color together. I used to love it with my mom because I was an only child until I was 10. Me and my mama used to color together, and I used to love it. We looked at movies and stuff together. We had so much fun. Me, my mom, and my grandmother around Christmas time, we always our Christmas tree was the prettiest Christmas tree in the projects. And I remember one year my mama got me I had a list, my mom got me everything on. I had 13 dolls. And when we was living in the projects, I we would always put our stuff in a garbage bag and go to each friend house from friend to friend house showing off our stuff. And one year I got 13 dolls for Christmas. 13. Because I used to love Barbie dolls. I remember in preschool I used to cry. My daughter acted like Miss T, and we left. I couldn't leave her. I promised her I would always be there. Yeah, me and my mom. I slept in the bed with my mother. Shoot, y'all don't even know when I spend the night. And I still got my room at my mom's house. The closet still got some of my old clothes and stuff in it. And when I spend the night with my mama, I sleep in the bed with her. I crawls in the bed with my mama. Whenever I'm not feeling good, she'll always say, "You need to be trying to get on over here if you ain't feeling good so you can get better." My mom had me at 26, about to turn 27. Our birthdays are 2 weeks apart. My daddy was 27. I got 5 brothers, so females are a little weird to me. He said, "Bang bang, Niners gang for sure." I was on a bottle until I was 5. We were spoiled children. Yeah. My mom didn't, my mother started whooping me. She really started whooping me when I turned like 13. Yeah, that's when she would always spank me a little bit growing up, but like I started getting whoopings when I turned 13. I thought my mom had flipped out because I was used to just saying and doing what I wanted to do. I was never really disrespectful. I would always say something back, but she said, "Now I thought about I let this girl have her way. I done spoiled this girl." And she said, "I said I gotta break her." I said, "Dog, you didn't start whipping me until I was like 13." She said, "I had to break you." I had told someone else about that, and it's more common than you think. So I thought my mom had flipped. I was like, "Dog, my mother and I had always been very close, and she was always just loving and kind and stuff." And then I turned 13, she started beating the hell out of me. Um, and I would tell her I didn't want to do something, and she didn't make me. She started making me do stuff. Ronald Gray says no Leos are hard headed and can be sassy. I'm a parent's child. I still cling to my mom and dad, and I'm a middle child. My sister is my mom's favorite. My sister is my mom's favorite. And oh, I love sweet potato waffles. They're healthy. I love them. Um, everybody say I was my dad's favorite. I didn't think I was my dad's favorite. I thought one of my other sisters was, but his sisters swear I was. Too Pretty Mosquito says my daughter played in her room, but she kept with me. She slept with me. Lucia said her brother the favorite. I tell my mama, I told her my sister is her favorite. My youngest, my sister and I that got the same mom. She's younger than me. She's my mother's favorite, and I tell her that. So I don't have any favorites. I said, yes, you do. She's your favorite. I'm not. And it's a, oh, girl, you get on my nerve. You think you my mama. After I moved out of my mom's house at 17, I would call her every day until she passed. Yeah, my mother and I talk every day. I gotta go spend some time with her. I used to go and spend every other weekend with her, but I've been busy a lot. Ronald says it's hard to break a Leo, so when she beat me, it was a job because I couldn't cry. I did. I put on an Academy Award show when she let my daddy with me one time. Oh my God! I told her. I said you let him with me because before that she wouldn't let him. I think I had started playing around in school or something. My grades and stuff weren't the best. But when my daddy whooped me, they sure did go back up. Yes, you were. I never give my kids pacifiers because my mama used to make me look for my brother. It was a habit. I spent 6 hours with my mom, dad, and niece today. Ronald says, I never beat my stepdaughter, but I took that damn door off the. He said he took the door off the hinges. My dad didn't show his emotions and wasn't real close to us, but I know he loved us. Yeah, a lot of men don't show their emotions. I think in this era now, more men are seeing that it's okay to show their emotions with their children. But men in my age don't be studying their folks. Hmm. I tell you, y'all, this was a good show tonight. It was a very light-hearted show. I like it when it's like this. It's no heaviness. It's like I don't have a favorite. I love them different. One boy, one girl. She was 5 years herself. She had 5 years herself. Yeah, my girls, I love them the same. But you're right. You love them different because their personalities are different. You handle them differently because their personalities are different. Yeah, everybody needs to cry. And not feel embarrassed about it. Yep. So yeah, I hope dating gets better um for everyone. I do. I hope everyone works on themselves so that dating can get better. My granddad said you have to cry because you have to release. If you don't, you'll have a heart attack or a stroke. When you give them the world, this is how they treat you. I tell my son to express himself. The good die young. Where I'm from, I'm gonna be a savage from now on. Turn to Blackwood. A CMG fan got knocked out. What? For you know what? I'm not logged in on my computer. Oh Lord Jesus, I ain't even logged into Facebook. So what happened? Cruising these Chicago streets, spooky as hell out here right now. This rain has, I think the rain has me real sleepy and tired. I love it when it rains though. When that rain be hitting that roof, I be loving it when it rain. I be wanting to stay in bed all day and get pregnant. New to you says this lady told me that at Ronald said go cause somebody out right now. Someone wear the CMG shirt got hit on Bill. Oh wow. Mm, mm, mm. New day, we get kids. It don't work. And no, I don't. I cling to them because I don't have children and don't have very many friends. Oh, the good old rainbow. Oh, I love y'all. I love. Oh, when it storms, I can't wait. I'll be. Oh Lord, let me hurry up and get home. I can't wait to get home and take a shower and get in the bed. When it storms, I sleep so good. A lot of people go, I can't sleep because it was storming. Oh my God, I sleep so good. It ain't nothing like sitting in my front room looking at the rain and stuff and drinking coffee, and I know I don't have nowhere to go. Oh, I be loving it. Looking at movies and stuff. I could sleep all day. I like the rain. I don't like the cold. I like the rain. I can't wait until April until it starts. It be that warm rain when it starts raining a lot and it's warm and I can open up my patio. Oh my God, I love it. Especially if you have someone put you to bed. It ain't nothing like being put to sleep. I'm telling you, that good being put to sleep. That real good being put to sleep. And I ain't talking about something with no antihistamine in it. I'm talking about that good stuff that make your body release whatever it is after you had them orgasms to put you to sleep. I wish I found someone decent today to do. Me too. I was thinking about that today. I was like, we was planning like because this year I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Destin, Florida, and I'm going to Philly. And I was like, I really wish I had some. I'm ready to travel and stuff. I really like wish I had somebody other than because I'm going, with my kids and my family and stuff. But it's other places I want to go. I want to go back to Jamaica. I want to go to I want to go to the Bahamas. I want to go places like that. Like I want to go spend a week in New York, and I want to go with a significant other. I'm ready to go to Paris, and I refuse to go to Paris. I want to go to Paris. That's a city of that's a city of love, and I want to go to the Dordogne, to the countryside. I already know what like Josephine Baker. Y'all know I love Josephine Baker. I read everything, studied everything about her. Her chateau is now a hotel. That's exactly where I want to stay. I want to go and I want to go to the countryside of France and I want to stay and I want to be with my man and I want to have sex every day in Paris. That's the type of stuff that I want to do. And people say, well, you just go, just do it, just go. And I can just go, but that's the type of stuff that I want to do. But you want to do that with a significant other. You want to travel and have fun and stuff. Like I've worked a lot, and now I'm ready to have fun. They said, "Oh, I want to go to Africa." I'm gonna tell y'all something. One of my best friends, um, um, went to Africa, and I promise you, she was showing it on Facebook, and it's so beautiful over there in Africa. Like they have fun, like they're friendly, like just like when I went to Jamaica, I loved it. It was so seeing all of those black people in Jamaica, and it was just awesome to me. I was like, I could live in Montego Bay, but see, I would be wanting to live on the resort. I wouldn't want to live outside of the resort because it's raggedy. I mean, overall it's beautiful, but like with the with the way that they live, I wouldn't want to I wouldn't mind going to Japan. Um there's this guy that I know that does t-shirts, and he's got everybody on lock, like in the Memphis area. And I'm gonna have to pray. I'm gonna put him in the hands of the Lord. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I was selling my t-shirts and stuff, I was getting my brand going. Um he did a lot of t-shirts for me. He was telling me about how he had a connect in China. And he was like he goes to China like once a year, and he was like he take $10,000, and he goes over there and he gets all of his t-shirts, all of his keychains. He travels over there. He stays for 2 weeks, and all he needs is 10 G's, and he comes back and he makes about $50,000, right? And he was talking about how in China, um, like you have to have a connect because they only really like to do business with Chinese people or a man. It's hard for women to do business to get a direct connect in China. It's almost like you have to go through. So I was like, well, can you help me out? He was like, yeah, I'll help you out. I said, because, it's some things that I want to do, um, as it relates to some stuff. And he was like, because at that time I was like, me and my sister, because I love like t-shirts. And I was really thinking about me and my sister was thinking about opening up like a t-shirt shop. I like t-shirts and lip glosses and stuff like that. And he was like, well, um I can take, if you would go with me, I can show you. And I got all excited and stuff. I was like, okay. So I was telling my sister, I was like, well, you and I, we're probably gonna go to China. He's gonna hook us up with his connect, and we'll be able to go over there, because he was like he go over there, and the same places at Walmart and places get their t-shirts. He paid 25 cents per t-shirt, and those are t-shirt his t-shirts are quality. They're not hard, they're soft and all of that. And then he was like, I told him, he kept calling me. I was like, well, I've already told my sister, that we're probably gonna be going to China or whatever. Which he said, no, I was thinking about me and you go. I said, well, my sister is my business partner. She's gonna go. No, I was thinking about me and you go. And then, like, when I got lonely, I could come over there to your hotel room. I almost told that fast summer. Oh, see, stuff like that is what get me stuff like that. Like it sends me like to a 15. It makes me real angry. And he lucky I didn't cuss him out real bad, because I got ready to do it, and I thought about it. I said, Lord, hold my tongue, because if I cuss him out real bad, um, he might not tell me who. And don't y'all know he wouldn't tell me? I thought I could get him to tell me. He wouldn't tell me. Ronald says too many people in China. She was showing that they have a vending machine for everything in Japan. Oh wow. I'm getting ready to put a vending machine up in my studio. I already got a machine where I put bubble gum and stuff up in, and you'd be surprised at how much money I count at the end of the month. Even though I have good candy and stuff for my clients, I have bubblegum balls in a machine and they buys it. They be wanting to pop on some bubble gum. And I'm gonna get ready to give me a vending machine. In Japan you can get authentic Louis Vuitton for cheap. Is it real? You said it's authentic? Oh wow. I may go to Central America. No long flight. Mm. Puerto Rico. They said it's not safe to be going to Puerto Rico and to Mexico. I think I want to go to the Bahamas. I want to go back to Jamaica. And they work so hard over in Jamaica. They do. They work so hard. But I know one thing. I got to go to Paris. I want to do like a 2-week European vacation. And I want to visit every place in Europe. I want to stay in the Dordogne. But I think they said everything is an hour from each other via train. I want to go to Italy, Switzerland, London, all of those places and spend um like 2 days each and then go back to Paris. I want to spend 2 weeks in Paris in Europe. 2 weeks in Europe. I want to go to back to the Bahamas. No, I want to go back to Jamaica. I want to spend 8 days in Jamaica, and I want to go to the islands and spend 8 days um in the Bahamas. Anyone know who this DJ was? Who was? You know what? I don't know. Is Jamaica expensive? Um, not really. See, eh, over in Jamaica, okay, so when we went, we had a resort and everything was paid for. The resort, we could go into the buffet and eat any time of the day. They had a club on the resort, all the drinks and stuff were free. They constantly had servers walking around with drinks. Man, would you like a drink? Like walking to the beach, we're getting drinks. They making drinks because they working for tips. It was just beautiful. It was just they accommodated everything. I want to go back to there. But when we went to you do have people that stand on the side. That's how they make their money when you go to the flea market. They try to overprice that stuff because that's all the money that they make. And they be really wanting American money because it's worth a lot more than their money. But it's not that expensive though. I think the resort that we stayed in we was over there for 4 nights. It was um like 1800. It was beautiful though. Oh my God. And I missed it, and I want to go back. But this year I'm going to Destin. I wanted to go to Key West, but they're saying they want to go to Destin, so that's where we're gonna go. And because I found a beautiful resort in Key West that yes, it was just awesome. And we're going to Philly because we're having our family reunion in Philly. And the good thing about Philly is it's not that far from New York. I love New York. She said 1,200 for flights and 4 days. Really? In my opinion, dating is so hard because most people go. of looks instead of the actual person. That's true. Yeah, a lot of people are shallow. They really are. Hmm. Yeah, people go off of looks. Um, New Jersey, right across the bridge. I've been to Jersey. I like Jersey. See, my mother has never been to Florida. And I told my sister, I said, what we need to do is every year, my mother, we need to make sure that we take her somewhere that she's never been. And she's been saying that she wants to visit Florida because she's never. So we're gonna make sure we let her visit. I told her, I said, we're gonna have to fly. She was like, we can't fly. I don't want to fly. I said, oh my God. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know. You know, I'll meet y'all there because I can't drive in no car for no 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 hours. When I did sell, the people in New York wasn't very friendly. And no, people in New York are not friendly. But it's funny when they see people from out of town and we're friendly, they'll go, "You are not from New York." First of all, by the accent, and then about how friendly you are. Like it's so weird. New York is so oversaturated. You have officers from New Jersey that works overtime in New York in Times Square. They're from Jersey and they're doing overtime. And so I remember one year we was in New York. I said, "Excuse me, sir." I was going to ask one of the officers a question. He said, "What did you call me?" I said, "Sir." He was like, "You couldn't be from here because they would never say excuse me, sir." But people in New York be wanting to get out of New York. They say it's a rat race. New York people cool. They're just fast and they move fast. They walk so fast. We start going by how they treat us, not what they always right. That's what has to happen. We have to start going by how a person treats us. I have a friend that I've been friends with for 25 years, and he said to me that he had always wanted to date me. I was like, "Dog, I thought we were like brother and sister." And he said, I mean, that was so weird. We start going by how they treat us. Yeah. I'm going to New Orleans just to eat. I told my friends that I was gonna be try to get to New Orleans in March. They say you always tell us that, but I promise. I told I'm trying to get there in March and spend the weekend with them. And with in New Orleans, I like riding the train because it's so therapeutic. I remember one time I was like, I'm gonna take the train because I've never gotten on the train before, and it was so therapeutic. Back out in Illinois, we only call old people sir and ma'am. Oh wow. Kitty, I lived in VA for 34 years, Chesapeake and Norfolk. He wants to take you down, Miss C. It's a lot to do in Philly. Yeah, somebody was telling me about a place that I should go. I forget, but I definitely gotta have one of those Philly cheesesteaks, a real Philly cheesesteak. I came to Washington on a job in 2018. Be here. I, but I hear it rains a lot in Seattle. But I hear it's beautiful, but I hear it rains a lot. Virginia, until I was swear my family's farm and land is in Dauphin, VA near Lawrenceville. Oh, I cannot wait. I want a farm. I don't want no animals on it. I just want to be able to plant my own garden and to let my dogs and stuff. Um my puppies run all over the land without any trouble. That's why I work so hard because I am going to get me a lot of big piece of land and build me a house on that land and have my lake just the same. This is making baby land. They be the ones. And when I moved to Texas and they called everyone mom and sir, ma'am and sir, I felt so old. James says Old Charles. Old Charles is closed down around my area. And I liked Old Charlie's. I think it was just in a bad location. Hmm. Hmm. Anyways, y'all, I'm getting sleepy. That rain's starting to hit that roof again, and it's putting me to sleep. So I enjoy being on here with you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Um, I appreciate all of the people that be reaching out to me on Facebook. On my Facebook like page is make sure y'all go like Real Talk with Tamara on Facebook. And I have a lot of people. I might have to drink me some tea. I'm getting stopped up. I have a lot of people that reach out to me on my Facebook like page and send me messages like when I'm out. They'll say, Miss T, I just saw this. They be keeping me abreast of all of like the new stories and stuff when I can't log into Facebook. I get your messages because it's in my the messenger is on my phone. So um yeah, you can reach out to me on I mean go and like my Facebook like page, Real Talk with Tamara. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers. So make sure y'all go on Facebook and like it. D'Alexandria and Max's is in the hall on Erie Avenue. But the stakes are legendary. As you see, Michael B. Jordan is standing in front of it in Apollo. Oh, okay. I got to go there then. I gotta go there. I'm excited about going. I'm happy about taking my mother to Destin, Florida. I told her, I said, "You sure you don't want to go to Key West?" because I saw a beautiful resort. I was ready to book it. I was ready to. And so my sister gonna say, she said she wanna go to Destin. I said, "Oh Lord, I think Destin is like northern Florida, which means we would have to go in the summer for real." Um, he said, "Bang bang Niner game." Mm. Anyways, you guys, I enjoyed you guys. I love you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I'm gonna get back on tomorrow. Maybe later tomorrow because I gotta be out at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. But I love you guys. Sleep peacefully. Talk with you later.